Hello, hello. Welcome. Just going to tag a few people who wanted me to let them know about tonight's call. But when you jump on, let me know where you are coming in from. I know this is a crazy time of the day. So hopefully my children are behaved and they stay out. I've given them plenty of warnings, but we shall see. So bear with me 1 second. I'm super excited about the call today, or tonight, almost night. We've got the wonderful Monique W Mackenzie, and super excited to be chatting with her tonight about why online and why so many people are jumping into this space. So super excited. I'm just going to see whether she is jumping on. Bear with me. Let me see. Hope everybody's had a great day. Let me see. So let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Sometimes the reception in my office isn't the best. So let me know if you can hear me. So yes, let me see if Mon's on now. I'm just going to invite her onto the call. Excuse my finger. Where is she? There we go. Invite. I'm just going to invite a few other people who wanted me to let them know. Okay. Bear with me, guys, but let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. There we go. Okay. Just waiting for Mon to hop on. She's a mum, so crazy hour. Let's see if the kids behave themselves. I've bribed mine. I'm doing the thing I never said I would do. I do it a lot. Okay. But let me know how you're going, guys. Hey, Rach. Hey, Sky. Hi, Bev, Simone. Hope everybody had a great day. Beautiful weather here on the Gold Coast. I'm on the Gold Coast and we've had just beautiful weather. Oh, there she is. Hey, Mon. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Fingers crossed. I think it's working. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
I can, but I can only see the top half of your head. So I'm wondering if the viewers are the same. Just, bring your head to the top of the screen.
Really?
A little bit more. Just down a little bit more, yeah. So when we play it back.
Because
Are you good?
I can see myself fine. If anyone else can let me
cool.
know, can you see my face or just the top of my head?
Just want to see your face above the comments. Can you see the comments or have you got them off?
I can see the comments. Hang on. I can.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm only just seeing your eyes, so I'm just wondering, let one of the viewers tell us what's going on from the view. Because for me, I'm like, I can just see like eyebrows.
Let me see.
I'm like, it's like this.
I've got to try and get rid of these comments without like flicking the call off. So let me see if I do it. Hang on a sec.
Just slide to the side. Slide to the side.
There we go. Hang on.
You can see you both perfect. All right, cool, Rach. That's awesome. As long as Rach says it's good, happy days.
Okay, they won't go off, so you're just going to have to take it all from my eyes up.
I hit the sad face. Sorry about that. That was me.
Oh, well, thanks for jumping on, Mon. This is the amazing Monique W Mackenzie, and we've known each other for what, 3 years now? About 3 years?
Mm. Yeah. 3 years.
And so I'm super excited to have you on the call tonight and to be chatting about this world of online business.
Yeah. Get
So,
up in there.
so we obviously work in the online space, but we haven't always worked in the online space. Who has? You know, it's a fairly new thing for many people. Scary thing for a lot of people, but we both dove into working online because we were looking for more, and we realized that, you know, the way that we work and make money is changing rapidly. So we both decided that online is where it's at in whatever capacity. You know, there's so many different ways you can create an income online. And the way we've chosen, you know, you've been in this space for a couple of years now, and you were prior to that in network marketing, and you've jumped into what we're doing now, which I'll let you speak about that shortly. But you previously have come from a corporate background in, I wrote it down, business development and area sales. So what made you first look at online? Why did you take that leap into this?
Yeah, great question. Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me on. I'm really honoured to be in Cape
Thank you.
Flix because, let's face it, if you are not on Cape Flix, it's just not happening. No, just joke. But I love it. I love the branding around it. I just want to give you a bit of a shout out for that as well, because it's really, really clever, and it's really quirky marketing like that thinking outside the box. That was really, really cool. It caught my eye. It was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm really honoured to be on here. So kick ass for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And secondly, I'm really just stoked to be able to share my story again with everyone. I have been in this space for 17 months. It's actually not even 2 years.
Wow.
It feels like it's been years. I'm actually going to say, like, time flies when you're having fun, right? Like, I have had more fun in this space than any other space I've ever been in, and made more money in less hours of my working day. And so I say that, and I don't say it lightly, like I actually say that with absolute pleasure and joy, because what it brings to me is this ability to be able to be like, hey guys, if I can do this, you can do this.
Yeah.
Because like you, Kate, we were actually in the same previous network marketing business, and I got into that, and I've only ever done one network marketing business, and I got into that because I'm actually a qualified nail technician, and I was like, beauty, natural, because that's what we were doing prior. I was like, I can do this, because I was a first-time stay-at-home mum, and it was either go back to work or stay home with my precious boy. And I was like, well, I obviously want to stay home with him for as long as possible, and really, really be a part of his growing up years, his development years. I really wanted to be that hands-on mum, that available for him whenever, you know, he needed me, right? And so I actually got into that space thinking, oh, this might be my ticket. This should suit me really well. Like, and to be honest with you guys, like, coming from a corporate sales background and having experience through the beauty industry as well, it should have been a perfect, like, no-brainer for me. But it was low ticket, and it was very, very hard to get a commission. Not only was it low ticket, but there was also all of these, like, catches in the commission structure where you didn't even get paid until like 3 sales were made. And so those sort of things really, really held me back a lot, and it really affected my self-esteem. And so I'll be honest, if anyone is like out there going, yeah, I have done all of this before, like, I hear you. So that's the first thing. It's like, keep watching, because we will tell you, we understand, like, looking and searching for the solution.
Yes.
So I'm a bit savvy. I watched a lot, and I can say if I could get my hours back, I was the girl that did over 100 free webinars. I watched well and truly in that business model and modality, well and truly over 100 free webinars trying to crack the code to
Yes.
getting my business off the ground, to working how to tap into the online space, to learning how to market myself, to brand myself, to be online and do this. And yeah, it is like a lot easier once you've got the right tools and the right foundations, the right principles, the right skill set. It's not just mindset.
No.
And you join a lot of those businesses with that attitude. And I'm not bagging out the industry, because I like it has its place, right? You know, but it has this like, we'll tell you how to do it. And you get in there and there's this like roadblock after you've tested all your friends and family. That's it. Like, and then the rest is like sink or swim, baby.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and unless you got like, you know, let's just say $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to spend on someone else doing it all for you, like, you know, because getting like a social media marketer or a manager is up to about $5,000 a month, and getting someone to be a branding expert or a graphic designer or someone to create all of this stuff for you, like, it is expensive and it is time consuming. So I watched so many free webinars searching for answers. And so I can say when I found this space, it was like, breath of fresh air. So we can get into that in a minute, but I want to like just kind of paint a picture on, like, I've been online, I have tried everything to find the information that is available here, and this is the difference.
Yeah.
Is having all of the information in one place, and a way to not only brand and market yourself, but also have those offers. And we'll talk about the offers a little bit soon, because there was a difference between the offers that we were doing and the offers we have now. And, you know, between you and I, Kate, how many times were we all bouncing backwards and forwards with each other behind the scenes, trying to find what works, how to get off the ground, how to take off, how to fly. We were all just like
clutching at straws, weren't we? And you know, when you get into business, you want to learn the skills, because you're empowering yourself, and you don't want to just rely on one particular way of doing a business, right? Because everybody's different. A system, yes, but not. I was talking when I spoke to Serena last week. You know, it's about, you know, they were almost like you're duplicating your upline, but everything they were doing, you know, and so you weren't standing out from the crowd. You were just another person, just, you know, selling the same product. And like you say, like, I'm grateful for the industry of network marketing, because it opened my eyes up to just this whole other world. Because I come from a traditional background, you know, I have a traditional business, 11 years, so I'm used to, you know, basically a certain way of doing business. You know, when we first started doing Yellow Pages ads, you know, that's $35,000 a year we spent on Yellow Pages ads. And when was the last time you picked up a Yellow Pages? I don't even see them anymore. Don't even see them. So the way that it's changing.
What is Yellow Pages?
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it's like now. Like,
nobody
and that's
knows.
the thing. The shifts happen in business. Like, technology comes in, or a way to market comes in, and it goes, you know, and it's all about, for me, it's all about understanding that what we've got now online, like social media and marketing, like, it's also about exactly what you were talking about there, Kate, is the timeline. There is a timeline for every modality, every channel that you use, whether it be that you were doing traditional marketing, which was like, as you said, Yellow Pages, newspapers, online billboards,
flyers,
radio, TV. I mean, radio's still there and TV's still there, but, you know, it's been proven. TV comes on and everyone picks up their phone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, who watches ads these days? You don't.
Very minimal.
You go and do something else. You pick up your phone and you scroll, and that's where they see you. That's where they see you and what you're doing. And that's why, you know, getting the right education around how to market yourself online, but also in a way that doesn't just rely on one thing that maybe worked a couple of years ago. This is, you know, it changes so fast. So unless you are being plugged in, or you're plugging yourself into education that is up to date, then you will get left behind. My husband and I were left behind in traditional business because we didn't move fast enough with social media. You know, we almost lost our business because we thought, oh, well, this worked. This has been working for years. Don't change it if it ain't broke, you know. But we didn't see that it was falling apart right in front of us. And that's how I felt when I was in network marketing. I'm trying to do it a certain way, a way that perhaps had worked, you know, in the first couple of years, or it worked for my upline, but it wasn't working for me because it just changes so fast. It changes so fast. So we are grateful because we have training from people who are in the know. They're doing the do. They are up to date. You know, as soon as there's a new change in social media, Facebook or anything like that, we are, you know, given all of that. We're trained on that. So yeah, super grateful for that. But why do you think so many people are coming into the online space, Monique?
So I think you kind of covered it as well a little bit there, Kate, is like, and we covered a little bit talking about how technology is changing and the way people use their time is changing. And, you know, our handheld devices, they're not just phones anymore. They're not just sending a message to a friend anymore. They're not even like, I mean, I think people speak to each other on Messenger more than they actually call or send or actually send text messages.
I think
these
it's
days.
rude to get a phone call. Like, how dare you call me? Contact me in the other ways.
I love a good chat, so I'm always up for a call. But I have to say, the way we use our time is just, it's so much more precious. And so people are really thinking outside the box now. You know, people are really thinking about, is that the way I need to run a business? Is that the way I need to bring up my children? Is that the way I want to spend my time watching ad breaks? You know what I mean? Like, people don't want to spend their time watching ad breaks, but people will scroll through social media. Now, social media, the only intention with social media is for you to be social.
Yeah.
But there is this absolute incredible platform, what is like called sponsored ads. And that is a part of the social media platform. If it wasn't for them, that social media wouldn't exist the way it does either. So it is no different to what you see on TV, except the fact that it's a hell of a lot more affordable. And, you know, it's an incredible way to bring and leverage the global audience. So it's not just now TV marketed directly at, say, you know, watch the news, watch those 3 favorite shows, and then so on and so forth. Of course, a lot of people still use it, but most people are using Netflix. People are choosing what they want to do. And I think that's the thing, it's choice is becoming very, very relevant in today's society. And so people are choosing and going, well, what am I going to do with my time? You know, we're multitasking like crazy right now. You know, it's like pick up the kid. Like, my son doesn't go to school. I'm trying to do the homeschooling thing as a mama. Like, that's another reason why I wanted to go online, right? But you know, but a lot of people are picking up their kids from school or after school care because, you know, and they've got to pay either after school care fees or daycare fees if the kids are in daycare.
Yeah.
And they're picking up the school. And then they're rushing home, and hopefully dinner's either been prepared or put on in a slow cooker, or they got to cook dinner, bathe the kids, do homework, do hangout time, any extracurricular activities, sporting, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, spend some time with each other as a couple as well, if it's dual parenting, you know, and work out like what to do with their time, right? And people are trying to leverage their time as much as possible. It's like, so what can I do on my lunch break? What can I do before school or before work? What can I do once the kids have gone to bed and hubby's gone to bed? And, you know, being a mama, you know, we always like to get that extra hour or two after everyone's gone to bed to, like, you know, get the brain switched on again, you know, and yeah, so it's like, what can we do? And people are really, really trying to work out how to leverage that time to get the most out of that time. And so it's not really something that, like, you don't pick up your phone and go, oh, I might just see what business opportunities are available on my phone. It's not even like that. But it is, people are on their phones searching in those 5 minutes of their time on their lunch break, or, you know, waiting after school to pick up the kids, or so on and
Yep.
so forth. Hey, Joe. And, you know, they're doing their thing in their spare time. And it's just a matter of like being able to leverage that time yourself as well, and seeing through the eyes of someone else, just like what we saw, Kate. Wow, what is this thing? You know, because, and it sparks something in you. There's just that spark. And whether it be that you see it on a friend's page or whether you see it on an ad, there is some language there that moves something within you.
Yeah.
And your heart moves. You're like, gosh, like I'm over here trying to work out how to make this happen. But that speaks to me. It speaks to my soul. And it might be, you know, like what we used to do, the wrinkle cream. It might be, you know, the beverage that you're looking for. It might be the favorite recipes that you're looking for. You're doing some new dieting or whatever. It might be the freedom lifestyle that you're looking for. It might be how the heck to get out of that job. It might be how do I get to, like myself, how do I get to stay home with my child and be a present and as conscious as much parent as I can be, and hang out with that little guy and really, really spend as much time with him in his younger years to give him a really good red hot crack at life, right? And that's why I choose to homeschool. So whatever it might be, we all have our reasons. So we're not all on there going, oh yeah, I'll just jump on social media and like, how do I put it? Like annoy the crap out of all my friends and family, you know, I'm send them all private messages and spam them and word vomit. Like those days are gone. And anyone who has done it, like, you know, a lot of them give them a bit of love, because the chances are they've been told to bloody do it. Like, to be honest, like, because a lot of the companies still run that way, but it is not the way. The way that people prefer it is a bit similar to influencers. Like people want to follow you. People want to be like, what is it about that? Why is she always on holidays? Why is she always home with the little one? Why is she having so much fun and I'm here friggin' twiddling my thumbs and bored out of my brains at this job, or frustrated at life?
That's right. Or don't have 2 seconds to, you know, scratch yourself.
Yourself. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, like right now, just before I got on this, I had the chance to, and look, I'm going to be honest, like I'm not going to be super, super vain, but I had the chance to quickly do my hair, pop a little bit of stuff on, but dinner's ready.
Yeah.
Dinner's ready. Like, I don't know about you guys, but wouldn't you give anything to be like, shit, she's already like come home from the grocery store, dinner was ready, meal prep done, makeup on, jumping on to it. Like, you don't have to do an interview like this, but like this happened naturally.
Yeah.
Like this was something I never thought in my life that I would have someone message me and say, hey babe, you want to jump on and I want to like ask you some questions about what you're doing online. Like I'm flattered that, like, because I said yes to taking a look at a webinar like 17 months ago because I was absolutely friggin' stuck in a rut. Like
that's right. And so many people are looking at you
like,
now.
I was over and out.
Yeah. And so
my
many people,
self-esteem.
Yeah, well, that's another byproduct of working online. And my husband's just said,
Jacko, dinner's almost ready, hun. Love it, girl.
Exactly. Trained him all.
See, there you go. So, what a gem. Good old Jacko, what a lad. But that's what I mean, babe. Like the self-esteem of trying to make ends meet, you know, financial contribution stress is something I talk a lot about in households, you know, when you become a mum and like, okay, you talked about my corporate career, right? And I've had, I'm one of those girls. I'm like the jack of all trades. You know, I've had the corporate career. I've worked at Qantas. I've worked for Coca-Cola. I've worked for, I like launched a magazine when I was younger, Label magazine on the Gold Coast where you are. You know, like I have had a lot of sales roles. I've even sold hygiene products, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking like auditing bathrooms in government buildings, you know, to make a living. And I've done years and years of hospitality and management prior to that. And so there's not much I haven't really done. Like, you know, I've poured beers. I've, you know, like been a nail technician, worked in the beauty industry, you know, worked in restaurants. I have done it all, and all of them required me giving up weekends or, you know, these sacrifices that were things that and that's life and I get it, but there were things that I didn't really like, and I could never settle, you know, for long enough. It was like, didn't matter how much money I made in my corporate career, it wasn't good for my soul, you
Yeah.
know. It didn't matter how much fun I had in my hospitality, because I had a ball in hospitality, but I gave up every weekend, every night. Like, I couldn't have dinner at a normal time. I
Public
couldn't,
holidays
you know what I
and
mean?
it's
Public holidays, and I was serving food while people were dining and eating dinner, you know what I mean? Like, that was what I was doing. Or I was, you know, like managing a pub, or you know, doing like crazy, like I remember one time when I was doing like Label magazine, I was also like promotions and marketing manager of a nightclub in Coolangatta, you know, so I was like working 2 jobs and both were commission based. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
stressful.
you know, did it all. Like, and that was my only income back then. And so I do believe that you can do what you can so you can do what you love. And I do believe in that. But there was a point where I was like, I cannot do that as a mum.
No.
I don't want to
Everything changes.
do that. Like,
everything changes when you become a mum.
exactly.
Or become a parent.
Exactly.
Everything changes.
Yeah. Yep. And we had to walk away from a wage for me to do that. We had to walk away from a corporate, high profile wage, car, phone, fuel, laptop, all of those things, you know, wage to, and we built our home. So we had mortgage, and so we took on a mortgage and reduced our wage all at the same time, simultaneously. And so there was a certain period of time where it was like, it was time to start bringing some income in and being able to contribute into our household again, because I could just see what it was doing to my husband. And it was to the point where it wasn't fair on him. You know, I felt like he never made me feel bad. Trust me, don't get me wrong, but I felt bad. I could see the weight of the world on his shoulders. I could feel it for him. And I didn't want that to be our lives forever. But I also knew bubbles weren't young forever too, you know. So it was this balance between like, what do I do? And that's when I started searching for any sort of solution. And I found one. It did sort of fall in my lap, and it didn't work out, Kate. Like, you and I both know, like, I think I made $700 in 14 months and I spent over 20K, like minimum over 20K, minimum 40, 50 hours a week of my time, and like traveled like you'd not believe, and like gave my everything, and time I couldn't get back from Dax as well, you know, at those younger years. And it started to take its toll on me. And when I found this space, it was like, I get anyone who sits on the fence, because there was 14 people that I knew in this space, and I still wasn't budging. But my only regret is that I didn't start sooner.
Yeah.
It is my only regret.
I'm the same.
You know, when I finally came in and I had a look, I was like, what the heck was I worried about? Watching a friggin' free webinar? I was so worried to even, I had the webinar 4 times before I'd even watch it. So I get it for anyone, like, but I will say this, and I will say this from the bottom of my heart, is when I finally bloody watched this thing, I was like, oh,
yeah,
this has got all those things that I've been watching, those other free webinars. But I was over here scared because there's like 14. I was like, oh, I don't want it to be one of those things again. You know, I don't want to be like one of those girls again. Like, you know, I just kind of did that.
What will people think?
Yeah,
Here she goes again.
I was like, oh. Yeah,
you really
get
do.
The stories in your head.
And most people really don't even care. And I was the same. I kept worrying about everybody else, even though I knew
what everyone else would think of me. Yeah, even my husband was worried about what people would think of me. I remember he said to me one day, he's like, oh God, you're not going to do that. Like, you know, I was like, no, because I remember like there was like, you know, how do I put it? Like, if you really think about it, Kate, like, you've been in traditional business, right? How many, even in traditional business, and as much as your friends support you, but how many of your friends really just buy from you? Like, not that many.
No.
Like, in all honesty.
Well, we
like,
couldn't rely on our friends. No, like if we relied on our friends and family to keep our traditional business alive, we would be broke in the first month. You cannot do that. You can't do that. And that's the same in any business. Eventually your warm market will dry up. And if you go into any business going, oh, I think this person will like it and this person will like it, what are you going to do when that's done? You have to educate yourself on how to reach a cold market and reach the people who are looking for what you have.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, we've got the platform that teaches us how to do that. We're educated on the Facebook ads, and you know, I've used the training and education from this platform to boost our traditional business, and we're so busy.
We've got the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a vapor blasting business, and Hubs has been like learning some stuff in there about to do with his Facebook ads and drive traffic to us as well. And it's been a real learning journey. I'll say, like, and I love it. Like, I love learning. And so for me, when we got in here, I was excited that everything I was searching for was available to me when I was ready for it.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. It wasn't about like, oh, I have to do this in this rapid speed because I paid all this money and I've got to get this done and I've got to get this done in the next 3 weeks. And I'm a mum first.
I know, that's it.
I can't work on that. I can't work on that level, you know. I need to be able to go at my own pace. I need to be able to go back and watch that again if it's available, like, you know, if I didn't quite get it. Stop, pause, rewind, take notes.
Yeah.
I'm not techie. Like, seriously, I'm not techie.
No, I'm okay if everything runs smoothly, but if something stuffs up, that's it. I'm just hands up in the air and throw the computer out the window. So
oh, look, I'm going to be honest. Like, I still pretty much 90% of my business is done on my phone. Like, I'm going to be super honest. Like, I'm still like got a bit of a story around it, and I still am working on it. Like, you know, but look, like, what I really want to focus on is the fact that when I came into this space and I finally saw what was available, and I started really, really understanding, like, holy crap. And I came from a corporate sales background. So I knew what cold leads were. I knew what, like, not everyone who's watching this today or grabs the replay is going to, you know what we're talking about. So what we're talking about is, in any business, traditional, online, doesn't matter. You need sales, like, to make money. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's a bank needs to run a mortgage and make commission off you, or whether, you know, from your interest, whether you go to Woolworths and you pay tomorrow for your groceries, when you go to, you know, McDonald's drive-through, not that I go to McDonald's, but, you know, and they upgrade you, and there's like, you know, there's upgrades there, and it's like, would you like fries with that, all that kind of thing. It all comes from sales, right? And sales come from customers, and we need customers to make sales.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what you call customers online is traffic. You need traffic, right? So you need traffic, and, you know, there's a few things that you need in an online business or even a normal business is, you know, you need an irresistible offer. And when we say irresistible, it's got to be in-demand products that are in demand, you know, and preferably high ticket. After working in low ticket and working my butt off for $30.
11.
Preferably high ticket, because, you know, it works out a little bit better in your favor. Let's just put it that way, right? More coin in your pocket for the same amount of
You're just targeting the people who are looking for that. So it's no different. It's just all about targeting the people who are looking for that low ticket, high ticket. So why not go for high ticket? I know if I was a real estate agent, I know I'd much prefer to sell $1 million houses than poxy little units, rental units. It's just how it is. So this is no different.
Exactly. Yeah. And I hear you. Yeah. And so high ticket and an irresistible offer, right? And then you need eyeballs on the offer, which is your traffic. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Customers, traffic, eyeballs on the offer. And so the way you need eyeballs on the offer is you need a certain amount of people to be able to be interested, to look. Okay. And then you need a system that works and converts to back that up. And in this space, we have all three. And that's the joy of this space. And that's why people come to us, not we go to them.
Yeah.
And so we can market. We can market online, whether it be that we're leveraging our personal, our public. I do both because I have no shame in what I do. I love what I do. Yeah. I've watched it set a lot of people's families free. I've watched it shift people's mindsets. I've watched people, you know, earn more money in a month than they have in like a year in their businesses and stuff like that prior to this. It's just like crazy. So for me, I'm honored to be able to do both. But basically what it is that's it. Like, it's a matter of marketing. Someone's eyeballs get on the offer. They're like, "Ooh, interested," you know, and then you share with them, and then that they go from there. And so it's just a matter of, like, you know, like anything, following the steps, you know, like, you know, step by step by step by step. It's
Yeah.
really, really, really quite simple. But what I find is the most amazing thing now, because we've just like friggin' been upgraded. Hello.
Yeah.
And when we talk about upgrading, we're talking like, you know, out with the old, in with the new. And, you know, we are now backed by certified education. It's not just education now, it's like certified education and modulated. So it is go at your own pace, but it's also modulated. So you know that you're actually grasping what you're learning,
Yeah.
and you know that you have confidence. You know, when you're modulated and you're kind of going through that education platform, you know, when you're doing that little, you know, questionnaire, or you're doing a little quiz at the end, you know you've got it, and it feels good to know that you've got it. So then therefore, when you want to, you know, do your marketing, the biggest thing of all people want with marketing is confidence, right? And so this creates confidence, and then you get to be able to rinse and repeat, which create through consistency, you get more confident, and you just start nailing it, you know, and it feels good, right? And this space is just one of those spaces. That's just the education side of things. You know, we're talking like, oh my God, I can't get enough of copywriting. I don't know about you, but I'm like, I cannot get enough of copywriting.
And I
love
never
language.
used to know what copywriting was. I didn't know. I thought it was like something that big companies did with their. I for some reason I thought it was trademarking. All sorts
when you
stuff.
don't get sued.
Contracts and stuff. And when I started learning about copywriting, I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is this whole new world. And I love writing.
And you realize like we're all copywriting every time we write a post, and just like, oh my God, if there was like, to know that there was a way to have effective communication and language that actually really helps people. You know, that to me is really, really important, right? Knowing that I love what I do, and knowing that it brings value to people's lives.
Yeah.
And so for me, that is the certainty as well that I have, is because my life is so much different because of this space. Our lives as a family, like, we are stronger and better together. We are earning really, really amazing money. Like that thing behind us that looks like a big tarp.
Yeah.
That they're right there. Like, if it wasn't for this space, we wouldn't even have that in our lives. We've just come back from 3 weeks holiday all the way down the East Coast, guys. I live in central Queensland. Right through, we've been through 4 states in the last 3 weeks. I was able to support my husband to go and do like a dream come true and race in the Hatta Desert Race. And then we took my son, our 5-year-old son, to the snow. So we got to experience the snow. We were able to do it in that caravan together, take the motorbike because it's a toy hauler, do all of those things, travel and experience and explore. And I was able to just run my business in the pockets of my time whenever I wanted to.
Cool.
Most of the time I just switched off and just did my own thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you get momentum in this space as well, you can make money while you sleep.
It's as cliche as it sounds, because I used to hear that all the time, and I think, well, I'm sleeping. Where's the money? And it never came. But now I'm experiencing it. I'm like, it's happening. This is, you know, it's the missing link that's come into my life, into your life. And, you know, for me, it's only since the end of last year. And it's just like, I just can't believe it took me so long to say yes to this. And like you know, I watched all of you girls and some guys come into this space, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing? How long am I going to watch for? And yeah, I'm just so grateful that I finally just jumped in. And I looked at this without, you know, because initially I looked at it a long time ago when I was in a very negative space. I was listening to certain people who, you know, also were in a negative space. So when I looked at this, you know,
it kind of rubs off, doesn't it? Like, you know, like it, those things. Yeah,
that's it. So when I looked at it a second time, when I had, you know, completely drawn a line in the concrete, I was that ready to just say, that's it. I'm done. 5 years in, you know, network marketing, and, you know, it going like this and then this, darling.
Yeah.
You know, so, yes, I
And
loved it, and I
nothing wrong
learned.
with network marketing.
No, and I learned
Kate,
a lot of
nothing wrong with
things.
it. I mean, it provided for you guys so much. Like, it really did. You know, it provided you skills, and it really led you to here.
Yes.
But for you, like, Kate, you shone in that space, but you shine bright in this space.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
going to
feel a
say that
massive
again.
shift.
You did shine in that space. I'm going to say that because I've only knew you from that space, but you shine true in this space. You shine authentic. You glow. You know, you radiate here.
Oh, thank you.
It's different.
It is
You're
different.
welcome.
I can feel
No,
it.
it is different.
I was
And you
massively
feel
stressed.
happier.
Yeah, I was massively
Yeah.
stressed. And I'm forever grateful for that industry because, like I said before, it opened my eyes to just this whole online world.
Yeah.
I would never have even looked at this if it wasn't for that. So it was the stepping stones that got me here.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, but yeah, we're seeing people jump straight into this with zero experience online and, you know, zero tech experience, completely novice to the whole online space. And they're plugging into this platform that we have, and they're just following at their own pace. They're following the steps, like you say, the modules, and they're having success. So it's not just
to be honest with you, the more you follow, the more you just follow, the more you get out of it.
Yeah.
It's like the system is so simple and it's so effective because it actually is giving people what they want.
Yeah.
Like it's giving people answers,
Yeah.
and people want answers. People are tired of watching webinars over and over and over again, getting no value out of them,
Yeah.
and then at the end being sold to some crap. And so like that's the first thing I love about this is like I didn't get what, like, in our webinar there's no like, oh, we're going to promise you that we're going to show you how to make $1 million on this webinar, and then you get to the end of it and then we're like, come over here and spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month with us for the next 12 months. And I'm going to mentor and coach you, and I'm going to hold you like putty in my hand, because I've had that. I looked for that in the last space, and that's what a lot of the online coaches and stuff were saying to me as well. I was like, oh, I don't even know if you can teach me what I want to know. Like, how do I find out all that? Like, how do I know if this is for me? I didn't want to go and sign a contract tomorrow with someone else and commit to, you know, $5,000-$10,000 a month to get them to do all this. Like, I was like, can you just do it for me for that price?
Yeah, I know, right?
No, but then, you know, like, where do you start? You know, so people get very, very overwhelmed where to start, and that's what I like about it. It's very effective on where to start. And where do you start? You start with a free webinar.
Yeah.
That's it. It's simple. What will you get out of it? Yes, you will be given an opportunity to invest in yourself. Yes, that we will say that straight up to you. We're not going to say to you now, here's a free webinar, but everything you need to know is going to be in this free webinar, and then you're going to get everything for nothing. Like, you get what you invest in. I get that, and I understand that. But when you get to the end of that webinar, and you're like, holy crap, now I understand so much about this industry. Now I understand so much about online digital marketing. There is so much value so you will guarantee leave that webinar knowing and understanding the marketing industry, the online digital marketing industry. So you will leave with value.
Yeah.
Guaranteed every time.
Yeah.
And then you get to make another educated decision and say, well, will I want to go and invest in myself and go further and learn this education? You know, and exactly what Rach just said, real skills, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, this education, when you do the education, you're like, holy crap, like, is anyone locked in contracts? No. You know, that's the biggest thing of all.
No one wants locked in contracts these days.
Like, for me, I was like, I want to know that I get the freedom. Like, I don't want to be like trapped in on here. I want to know that I can come in and check it all out. And that's what's available for anyone who is watching, for anyone who is curious. You know, I'm going to be super straight, open and honest about that. Why? Because I'm not that kind of a person, and neither are you, Kate. It's like, here's a little fishy, here fishy, here fishy. Like, it's not that.
No.
Marketing shouldn't be that. Marketing should be real and very, very honest and very, very open about what is available to someone.
Yeah.
And that's the fact that I loved about this space straight away. There was so much authenticity here, so much realness here.
Yeah.
And what was working and converting for people was happening at like rapid rates. And I had never seen such high levels of success in such a small ratio of people. I was like, holy crap, this isn't like, you know, I don't know, the space that we were in last time, I'm pretty sure there was like, you know, like over 1 million distributors around the world and all of this stuff. And it was like, you know,
and this
I was
is
like,
the same
you know,
people that you would watch and hear their stories and so
and the education was like, we'll show you everything to do, and it was like the same stuff every week. And I was like, you know, I remember the day my husband walked past me and I was listening to a training, I was like, are they saying that again? He's like, I didn't even listen to this stuff, and I know that you heard.
Didn't you get that in the newsletter?
So look, there's that, like, you know, so I really love that it's always evolving. I love that what we learn is real skills, but it's skills that's certified. It's skills that you can take on and you can use anywhere in your life, in any other business in your life.
Yeah.
I love that. You know, you don't just get the fundamentals and the principles, but you also get the certified education and you get the hows and the whys, how to do this and why you should be doing it.
Yeah.
That is very, very important to a human being's brain when, like, having confidence to go and implement something. You know, it's like, you know, and the whys make sense.
Yeah. Well, then it makes you understand, oh, okay, well, if you can't match it all up and you can't link, well, why am I listening to this? Why am I doing that?
Exactly.
And you're just like, because I've been there where I've done different courses and training, and I'm taking in all this information, but I still don't actually know why I'm doing it. Whereas this is laid out so clearly for you. So you know exactly, well, you're watching this and you're listening to this and you're about to do this because this is going to be the result of that. So it's so perfect. And you and I both have done a lot of online courses and training, had mentors, you know, we've paid a lot of money out, but nothing even comes close to this. So we are super
nothing
blessed
comes close to being able to. Yeah. And to know, like, the biggest thing of all is the confidence. So for me, it's not just the confidence that I've gained. It's actually my confidence in being able to go, I don't care if you are a grandma, a police officer, a dentist, a mama that stays at home. Like, I don't care if you're a dude in the mining industry, like, because the guys are rocking it in this space, like, absolute crushing it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't mind where you are from. You know, what your background is, what your skill set is. You know, you can come in here and like just learn, implement, and succeed.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of like, and obviously there's no guarantees that everyone's going to come in here and succeed, because we can't guarantee everyone's work ethic. But what I can guarantee is that if you actually learn and implement, it's not a matter of when, it's a matter of like gonna happen. Like, it's not a matter of like how it's gonna happen, it's a matter of when. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so for me, like, that was amazing. Like, and I've been in this space 17 months, but by the time the first 12 months came, like, I looked at my income and I was like, I'm unemployable.
Yeah.
People, I remember doing the video. I remember doing a video. I sat there and I was like, it dawned on me. I was like, I don't know why I hadn't dawned on me months before, because I think it was probably even months before. And I had ticked over my corporate income. And I was like, what?
Yeah. And you just can't go back. You can't ever go back.
And I'm a mum.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a mum first. I'm a, you know, first time homeschooling, stay at home, like, you know, out in the garden, you know, making
living
and painting,
living
and doing all those things, you know, But I'm a mum first, like, you know, that's the number one rule for me. So being able to do that and then still run my household and keep it real and, you know, be able to make time to do this because I love it so much is important. And that's another thing. If you love what you do, you make time for it. Like, you know, a lot of people say they don't have time. It's like, no, you're just not passionate. You know, like, it's not that you don't have time for things. When you are passionate about something, you make time. If you love a favorite band and they turned up, I can guarantee you'd get a ticket and find out how to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So true.
You love to eat out, like at your favorite restaurant, and someone said, hey,
Yeah.
we're going out this, you'll get there.
You make it
You
happen.
make time for things you are passionate about. And when I got in here and I was like, holy crap, like this is amazing. The support, like I'm like, we could go on about this for about 10 years, guys, but the support in this space, like I have never felt the amount of support that I feel in this space. Like I am being at home as a stay-at-home mama while all your mates are working. I'm going to tell you, it's a pretty lonely space. Like it can be. Like obviously I've got friends who are mamas, and we, like might be stay-at-home mamas or have little ones, and so we have catch-ups and play dates and stuff. But like it can be like pretty socially low, and when you're at work you're having adult conversations all the time, so you're always being able to
you're stimulated and
step outside of that mama and be mentally stimulated. And and for me, like I love my son, but talking 5-year-old at that capacity all day every day can be a little bit turning your brain into, let's just say, Mr. Whippy.
Yeah. It's so true.
And so exactly. And so to have that like soul tribe community that are all really, really like beautiful human beings that are all like doing their best to make the world a better place, that are like speaking their truth, being authentic, they talk about things that are important like the world, sustainability, parenting, things that light them up, business, leaving a legacy, making the world a better place. They're my two main things.
Just thinking bigger, hey?
I love this space so much. Yeah. But being supported and being able to talk about any of that stuff and go soul deep so quickly with human beings that, I've never experienced anything like that. I'm pretty soul deep kind of a person. And so to know that I can just dive soul deep with anyone in this space like that.
Yeah.
And I can ask any business question as well, like that, and it's just no problemo. Like it can be covered, and I've never just felt that kind of like community, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And it's weird to say, you feel it online.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And you feel completely supported 100% of the time. If you're ever feeling down or lonely, it's literally your people are there to support you.
Yep.
And that I've never seen a culture like I have in this with this group of people. Everyone is just so connected. We're all, on the same vibe, whatever you want to call it. We all just get each other.
The vibe is exactly. The vibe is really the great way. They say your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Like, and I believe in that fully. But what I mean by that is like, the vibe of this space is high vibe. It's pretty much like, it's a no drama, high vibe space. Like, it's just like, we're all here. We're here to create freedom. Yeah. Everyone's just like there helping each other, loving on each other, encouraging one another. It's supportive, it's inclusive, and it's also the right amount of rise, you know, like you're just rising all the time. You're just stepping into that next level version of yourself. And, I've never seen so many amazing coaches be attracted to a space as well. And we're talking like conscious coaches, business coaches, we're talking those kind of level of coaching. And so for me to see such high profile coaches in this space, that really attracted me to this space as well.
It's a big tick of approval, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because even the online coaching world is extremely, everyone's doing it, and a lot of them are really, really struggling financially, a lot of online coaches and stuff, to really get their businesses off the ground. And some of them are coming in here and they're just friggin' coming in and crushing it, because it's got everything they need for to create an empire. It's not just create a business, it's to create an empire. It's to create an empire of people who are all wanting the same thing, and it's like health, wealth, and wellness for the whole entire planet. And it's a legacy of freedom and financial freedom. And so
I love that.
It's a real conscious collective, and everyone, who are in this collective as well are really just that, like they're just something else. When you meet that person who walks into a room and they got your attention before they even walked around the corner. And then when you finally talk to them, you're just like, oh my God, you are the nicest human being I've ever met. Like that. That's that feeling. You're like, whoa, you get that like feeling. There's that vibe. There's that beautiful energy about them. Then they walk into the room.
There's
so
like, many of those people in this space, isn't there?
Yeah. And so that was really, really cool to feel that for 17 months now, and to feel like, oh my God, like that's the stuff. That's why I'm so confident now. It's like, that's the stuff that you can't buy, to be honest, even though you're coming into a business, but it is like, you're like, well, I suppose you can buy it because you're coming into a business.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You might think you could buy it in some
duplicate it.
No, you can't.
It's just like, it's there.
You have it or you don't. It's there or it's not. And I've been in spaces where it's not, and you certainly feel it. That's for sure. But I've
beautiful
loved
energy. That's
this call.
I'm trying to say.
I've loved chatting with you, Mon. It's just your energy is so high energy. I absolutely love it. I always feel invigorated after speaking to you. So thank you so much, and I hope everybody tuning in has loved this call and got some value out of it. And I don't even
know if we covered our topics. Did we cover our questions?
Because
we just went on.
I love it though. I love that. I love that. Just having a chat. And if anybody comes on and watches a replay, or you're on live and you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us or pop them in the comments, and we will get back to you with those questions. But yeah, we are super pumped to be in this business and to be able to share it with as many people as possible, whoever it may resonate with. And yeah, I'm super thrilled that you got on the call, because I just love, I could speak to you for hours. It's just, I love it.
It is one of those, and honestly, when we do these calls, I honestly struggle to get off. I'll be honest. Like, I struggle to get off the call. Like, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about, but the kind of energy and that kind of like conversations, and you just like, you're so at home with people, and it's really like, it brings it to your soul, it brings it to your heart. You feel people, and it's like, and that's what I was saying. It's like, you feel that person that's in the room, and we're on phones right now, Kate. Like, we're on technology, and we can feel each other's heart and that energy, and it's just such a divine feeling to know that that's the kind of support you have all the time, if it's ever needed, and it's just go at your own pace. And I don't know, to me that is delicious, and it's juicy, and it's and it's abundant, and it gives people the ability to actually be financially free doing something that they love, that they actually thoroughly enjoy, and get skilled the heck up at the same time. Like, mad ass skills that are going to support you for life, and and that's such a powerful combination, skills and then value, valuable, beautiful, and so for me, that's what it's about. It's very hard to paint a picture like that, but it's a package. It's a perfect package. It's a perfect combination. And that's why people are just different in this space. That's why the vibe is different, and the language is different, and because it's one of those spaces that when you step inside, your heart explodes. That's the feeling that I got when I stepped inside, and I've never looked back. I as I said, my only regret is that I just didn't start sooner. My only regret.
Me too.
I'll ever have. I don't have any regrets about this space. It's just like, I could cry. I just feel so emotional about it. But yeah,
you've summed it up perfectly.
It's the number one. Yeah. And look, I'm going to go and eat some pizza that I made.
Well, enjoy, and thank you so much. I don't know, it smells good though.
Smells good?
Smells
all right,
good.
Well, I'm going to go. Yeah.
Thank you so much for jumping on, Mon, and
thanks
so much value. And thanks everybody for tuning in.
Oh, hey, Whitney. Hey, Whit. Yeah,
hi,
anytime,
Dad.
babe. And anyway, guys, we're here. You know what to do. Holler, reach out, send a message, whatever. But if not, we hope you enjoyed.
Thanks, guys. See you, Mon.
Bye. Thank you.